Right, good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're all doing well wherever you happen to be in the world right now. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, dropping a like on the video to get me out to a wider audience and in turn grow the channel. And any comments or questions you may have, please feel free to leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I just want to quickly go over drip today, just a little 5-minute video just to see what's been going on. Before I get to it, I'll just have a look at the cryptocurrency market. Market cap sitting at $1.06 trillion, down 0.64% over the last 24 hours. 24-hour trading volume of $20 billion, and Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 48.1%. Bitcoin is trading just under $26,400. It's fairly flat across the top 10. I see two buying opportunities, those being Cardano and Solana, both being down massively over the last week or so, but starting to show green shoots of recovery. I don't want to focus too much on that though. I'll look at the biggest rises over the last 24 hours. As you can see, nothing much happening. This Flare token, which I actually despise, is up 7%. I say I despise it. I believe the XRP community we use to promote that, to get people to on board with it, and it's been used with other chains, Litecoin and whatnot, and I don't really want to go into that. It's a little bit political, but let's look at drip on the coin market cap, see what they're saying. We can gauge the sentiment, see what the price is saying. Currently trading at 29 cents. I believe it's higher on the actual site, so down 4.6% against the US dollar over the last 24 hours. Chart doesn't look too pretty, but we've been hovering around this price for a while now, which is why I'm starting to sort of change my opinion, because if we can hold this level, then just continue to accumulate and build as much of the actual asset itself, then it could like eventually pay off. The only issue I have is if it does continue to trend down to the downside, and the issues with that being the developer and his like inability to get things launched out. So we'll go through a few of these comments. I got handed to Foreskin, the worst dev in DeFi. I don't think that's true. I think there's plenty of worse developers and they might be more involved in worse projects than Drip. Not only is he buzzing found daily with false updates, he's managed to avoid himself of any genuine responsibility, and people are still completely trusting of him. I do think people are far too trusting into him. We Drip Tards love to say Drip had made people millions of dollars. Not a single millionaire, only one person got rich, was Foreskin. Now I think there are a lot of people who did very well out of Drip. There is someone who sent a slow rug potentially. I'm not entirely sure. I'll go to my Faucet just so you can see what mine looking like. I'm 95 days from a maximum wallet. My Faucet is currently worth. It's a bit. The layout's not brilliant here. I need to switch to BSC. So I was just on Ethereum chain a second ago. So I've got over 10,000 drips, 10,500 drips. It's worth $3,200. I've just compounded not long ago, but it would be nice if they showed the actual the dollar value on this page, on the actual Faucet page, because I like to log everything. I have to go from page to page to sort that out, but that's just a minor one when you think of it. What my concern is this DDD, this drip drop draw. It keeps the developer keeps coming out with excuses as to why now's not the right time to launch, but anyone that's been involved in his projects knows that he's always got a good story. He's quite the raconteur. He can tell you why it's not the right time to do this or why it's not the right time to do that, to drag it out as long as possible to keep people interested, dropping little breadcrumbs, I like to say, which is essentially what he's doing. It keeps people, interested. But in a way, it's a good thing, because without that, there would be no... the price of this asset would be absolutely... let me go and look at the chart and see what it's saying. I haven't looked at it today. I'm not organised for this video at all. It's just I thought I'd do it now, just before I take my wife to work. So we broke through this critical support. Like, we had a little sell-up when the new UI was launched, which I'm going to be honest, it is pretty jazzy. We've actually pushed above the daily 50, which is nice to see, but having a little pullback today. I'd like to see us reach 35 cents. We've got like previous resistance there. Well, 50 cents support was there, with that has become resistance, but 50 cents would be a nice little target, which I see as achievable. My financial advisor, as I like to call him, Kenneth, he was talking about a $200 drip. I think the man's clinically insane to be making claims like that. It's just absolutely ludicrous. How drip can reach $200 again is just, again, I say, all reach all-time highs again. It's unfathomable to me. He likes to talk about his graphs and whatnot, and buys pressure and sell pressure. But at the moment, it's the people that are keeping this thing afloat are the people that are compounding, like myself. Drip, drop, draw. Will it get new capital coming in? I'm not sure. The only capital I'm adding in is what I'm taking out of my pig pen. Piggy bank, because I invested in piggy bank a year ago. I've lost money on it, but I'm claiming once a week and sticking an extra $5 or $10 in, which gets you a few drips. So I'll get to my max payout quicker that way. There's also another couple of other shitty, like Furio. I'm claiming all my Furio now, because it's pointless. It's worth 0.03 cents, so there's no point me continuing to compound that. That's just an absolute shit show of a project. So I'm throwing in bits and pieces from the actual genuinely crap projects into this, which is potentially a crap project, but it's still, the fact that it's, is it 3 years old now? I know it's definitely 2 years old. The fact that it's still going strong does provide you with some hope for the future. I know I'm just rambling on. I'm just like giving you my thoughts, and something that Driptopian, he said, he's not really concerned about price, which I sort of disagree with, but to a certain extent he's right. If you can accumulate as much of this as possible, and it can hover around this price, so you've got 4 or 5 maxed out wallets, you'll be getting a nice little bit of passive income then when you start claiming. It's not going to be a massive amount of money, but it'll pay for a holiday, it'll pay for your shopping and whatnot, so it's worth it. So once I've got this max wallet, I'll probably start airdropping into another one and whatnot, and that's going to be my strategy moving forwards. As for the developer, there's not really any point me sitting here slagging people off, because I just don't really want to be doing that. I'm going to wrap that up for now. I wish you all the best of your investments. Have a wonderful afternoon, wonderful evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.